Greetings and welcome into Ankh Plays. Thanks for joining me today here in Timberborn in 1.0 as we are beginning a new playthrough with the full version of the game. And I'm excited to bring this playthrough to you in complete detail. I don't think I'll be cutting very much out of this, but if you'd like to know what Timberborn is like in 1.0, maybe you're considering buying the game, maybe you're already playing and you just like a little bit of background noise, you've come to the right place. And we're starting off with the folktales here, and in the canyon map. And we have just landed our settlement. We've got our beavers here that have come out, and as you can see all around us is the green valley that we have here in the canyon. And I don't really have a particular goal for this playthrough in mind just yet. I do want us to get to a large colony, and I want us to have a little bit of a waterfall, because as you can see, there's really not that many, or not that much, when it comes to waterfalls. There's, of course, some bad tide up here, or bad water that kind of goes along the edge of the map. And then it looks like it kind of traverses down here. So there's definitely a waterfall, but our beavers definitely want to get a little bit more involved and make Birchbark their own. Make it good water that comes out of here, maybe. So I'm just kind of exploring the canyon map a little bit. It looks like we've got some metal up here, some metal over to this side, and down here in the valley is, of course, where we're going to begin our adventure. Looks like we've got some berries to start with, some blueberries and some pine on this side of the river. And, you know, we're just going to kind of try and play through as much of this as we can. And see what we can build. See what the beavers let us build. Now, to give you a little bit of context about how much time I have spent with the game so far, I did play on the stable branch for the past couple of months leading up to the release. So that hasn't had a lot of the new technologies and a lot of the newer features in it, which it looks like I'm going to be confronted with some of those menus here. Probably what I'll end up doing with that is, if there's something that's really completely confounding to me, I'll probably either pause the game or pause the recording, figure it out, and then come back. So I'm not wandering around scratching my head trying to figure out what the heck is going on. So, we have a new beginning. This is Birchbark Falls, and let's get started. It looks like we currently have 13 beavers, 9 adults and 4 children, and we need to give them something to do. And I think first and foremost, what we want to do is we want to get set up with some timber. Beavers can live in... They can build their buildings outside of the irrigated sections along this river. So I'd like to keep the irrigated sections along this river reserved for agricultural use for now. Obviously, we need to get down here and build some type of dam, so that we can save a little bit of water for when the droughts start coming. And as you can see, we've got water all the way back, originating back from here, and I think it flows all along here. So we've got that natural bridge there, and then another nice little area here. So I think, like, the first order of business, of course, is to get our food and water situated, which we can do quite easily, and our housing situated. And we're going to need to do that in such a way that allows us to preserve as much of this agricultural land as we can. And I think what I'd like to do, given that I kind of just selected the canyon map and decided we're going to go for it here, is we'll start by chewing down all of these trees over here. And this will be the area where our buildings and storage will be placed, where we don't need access to clean water. And then, of course, we can put some farms out here, because this is a huge area. We'll have tons and tons of food from that. And just kind of build our basic colony along this area right here. You've got 130 carrots, to start with, and we've got plenty of water. So, and then also, I just want to get down over here and build some type of dam, something that is going to make it so that we have a little bit of more control over this river and we can fill it up. This has got a nice big, like, this should be enough water to keep us going for the first few droughts. And then after that, we're going to have to get a little bit more creative. Maybe we turn this area here into a large reservoir, right? Because it's already got several levels of natural walls. We've got a ways to go, though. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Let's get to the first order of business, which is to get some lumber. At least I think it's still getting lumber. This is cycle 1, day 1. And then we are going to go ahead and... Can we go up this way? Yeah, perfect. We're going to put a lumberjack thing right there. And then we're going to start building some houses. Which, let's see. There's the housing. We can build a lodge. So these are what? 2 by 2 is what it looks like? Yeah, 2 by 2. Okay, so do we want to put our lodges up there? Well, I don't know just yet. But we're gonna do that here. We can do the lumberjack flag though, which this will spin us around here, and then we've got to mark some trees to cut. I think we want to do like so. Just want to make sure that all of these get cut first, so that we basically clear out an area of land where we can build buildings. And we're not using this valley because this is a pretty fertile valley here. Now let's see, what else do we want to do? That's food, or that's lumber. We want to get some water going. I haven't decided where I want to get the water going, because obviously getting water will lead you to, taking up some of the spots around, where you want your fields and whatnot to go. We do want it close though, and I think, you know what? Let's just build one water pump. We got to rotate you. Okay, so we need to build some paths here, but that's okay. You know what? We're just going to throw and go. It's too far from the district right now. I think we need 2 of those. And then let's put in some pathing so that our beavers can get out there to begin building those. And yeah, we'll just go along here. That seems like a reasonable way to do that. And I don't think we have the logs to put these out yet, but we will get there. Now, let's go ahead and we'll start thinking about food here. And the first thing that we can do is, I think we'll just do a gather flag down here. This will be kind of temporary for now. And, oh, we can make a grill already. Cool. Okay. And I've forgotten how to gather. Okay, so that's our crop planting. And then, of course, here's the blueberries. These are all locked, though. Well, let's leave it at that. We've got plenty of work to do there. And I think I'm just going to put another lumberjack flag in before we let the beavers get started. And the reason for that is I'm feeling lucky. We'd like to have 2 beavers working on that as quickly as we can, right? They'll be able to climb up here, and we'll probably throw some lodges in. We'll just throw some lodges right in here, right? Just kind of extending out this way. So housing is going to look like that. And we can do something like this. This sleeps 3, and we've currently got 11. So I need 4 of these guys. That's a big order for a brand new colony. But we do want to get everyone housed, you know? There's no reason not to do that. Okay. That's plenty of jobs. And let's see what these guys are going to get up to. Rangi is going to go up here. And what are you doing? Oh, you're just walking around. Oh, no, he's starting to build the lumberjack flag. Excellent. Yeah, we're going to need to chop these forests down as quickly as possible. Got someone else building another flag down here. Hopefully that puts some of these beavers to work. May as well just do another gather flag right here. You know? Somebody's working on that. Excellent. Gathering berries. Got another lumberjack flag going on here. Excellent. And I think if we're going to put another water pump, we got to leave 2 squares. These are 2x2s with the pump sticking down. So, yeah, we got somebody chewing on some trees down here. Knocking down trees, that's excellent. We're going to need a lot of logs, guys. So just get busy. Also, we're going to need to get some science buildings set up, but that's going to take a minute because we've got a lot of buildings to get going right now as it is. These guys are busy here. And where is you? Bye. You must be headed down here to build one of these water pumps. Excellent. Alright. So I think what we'll do here is we'll make this construction site a higher priority than this one, just so that the resources get focused on a couple of places. This one here, then this one lower, and then we'll leave these 2 alone. And that will just give the beavers some time to, or kind of a way to know what it is that they should be focusing on. Now, I also want to get some crops going. So let's build another path. We're going to go out this way. Just in case we want to build another water pump there, that kind of will set the stage there. And we've got the gather flag. We want to plant some crops. We've got carrots, sunflowers, potatoes, and wheat. Wheat is for bread. Potatoes are for the grill. And sunflowers, I've forgotten what they're used for, but we definitely want some carrots. Let's get some carrots going, shall we? That's definitely not a lot of carrots. And then we're going to go ahead and toss our farmhouse down, probably right here. I don't see a reason why not to. Let's do the efficient farmhouse. Where is that? Here we go. None of the menu items changed, but you know how it is. When you know someone's watching it, you freeze up. It's 25 logs. That's a big ask. But we need that farmhouse. I'll make that a regular deal. And we can hit all of that area with the farmhouse, which is excellent. Okay, we do have 1 lodge up. That's great. And we've got more than enough berries, so we're good on berries for now. I think we can actually dump one of these gatherer flags for the moment. And instead of dumping it, maybe I'll just turn it off. Can I do that? Yeah, that one's paused. Okay. Until the beavers actually start eating some of that. Now, the goal for today, or the goal for this session at least, is to get through the first cycle. And I don't know how we're going to do that. Oh, we need stairs. Yes, we do need stairs. If we're going to build a dam over here, you guys, We definitely need stairs. Because we want to climb down into the river at some point. And I don't know how to do that just yet, but we definitely need the science building, which is the inventor. It's 1 science per hour, and it only allows for 1 beaver to work on it at a time. And you're a 2x2. You definitely put it up on a shelf there. I think we'll just leave... oh, man. This is a hard decision. We'll just stack those guys back there. And then we're going to make a path that goes around our farmhouse into both of these guys. And this one is going to be very high priority as well. And this one's going to be second highest priority. The reason I want to do this is because I think with a small colony we can survive a drought, a short drought at the beginning of the game. But we won't be able to survive a drought without this water full up later on. And you can see some of them, oh, the poor little guys are sleeping on the ground. That's unfortunate. We got a big field of carrots, though. That'll hopefully make up for it. And as we continue to gather more... I'm just going to do another lumberjack flag, you guys. There's no reason not to. Get these trees cut down as quickly as possible, boy and girl beavers. Could probably put a lumberjack flag down here and start chopping this forest down. We will start farming trees eventually, as you can do that. Okay, everybody's awake. Let's see. Oh, that's not quite full. That one is full. Let's turn that back on. Okay, so housing is important. This is regular priority. This is top priority, and this is second priority. I want to get these beavers to work. Get the ones that can work out to work, and we've got the logs here almost done. Let's take care of that. If everything is a top priority, then nothing is a top priority. You know? Definitely don't want that to happen. Alright, so while they are away working, this is a beautiful pine forest, really. Is there any reason to not just keep it a pine forest and utilize the trees? Because, I mean, we could build a little path that goes through here and just turn this into, a pine forest tree farm for the pitch, I think it is. Yeah, the sap, or they call it resin in this game. This seems like a prime location for a dam right here. And then we could obviously, fill this area up. We want to chop this stuff down first, right? We could fill that area up and then, do a little bit of mining over here as well. Oops. The possibilities are endless, you guys. They're truly endless. And I don't even know a lot about the other technology that we have that's added into 1.0. So we'll see how that all goes. We've got another house going on. Fantastic. Good job. Good job, guys. We have 4 beavers working away at this, which is excellent. We could reach all of these trees, so we may as well mark all of them for cutting, Let's gnaw some trees down. I know these are good trees, but, maybe that'll be our tree farm. It's up above the remaining part of the... It's 2 levels up from the river. Zinjo grew up. We can make that log go smaller. 1 beaver is unemployed. 7 are homeless. We're working on it, guys. We're working on it. Got this beautiful forest that we're just chewing down. Okay, we do have a water pump. That's excellent. Suka Girl is pulling up the water. And I think we can do a water storage. Is there a water storage? No, that's not where it is. Oh, it's in storage, I'm guessing. We'll put a small tank right here. They'll have to haul some water, but, you know, we don't need to do that just yet. This is regular priority. This house is almost done. Then that's going to be the next. Go regular priority on that. You guys are just sitting now, because we've got so many. Yeah, we're full on berries. Don't need no berries anymore. Pause those for now. You're just wandering around. Zinju. -3 for shelter, yeah. Why are you guys thirsty? Uh-oh, beaver will die soon. What's going on here? We have a water pump. Oh, they're thirsty and they're going to get water. Okay. See, like this beaver here is thirsty. And he comes out. Okay, he's not thirsty anymore. Alright, excellent. A little worried there, guys. You don't want your well-being dropping. We're doing our best, though. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge at first, guys, so just work with me. Bear with me. He's thirsty. Go get some water. A few more logs here. And you know, we might actually just cut some more of this down here. Let's put a path in, shall we? We are the masters of the land. We can just do that. Another lumberjack over here. And then we'll mark some trees for chewing on. It's always good to chew on trees. Here's to hoping that that makes enough sense. Yeah, I'll just go all the way to the edge here. Make a nice clean edge. And build one more lumberjack flag. And we can build a lumber mill, but that requires power. And we have water that's flowing, so we could do some type of water mill through here. Oh, we have 13 beavers. Poor Zinjo. He's still homeless. Well, I didn't mean for that to happen, guys. Sorry. We'll demolish this one. And here's what we're going to do instead. We're going to put another little path along here. They won't even know what happened. They'll just wake up. There'll be another plan for a house. We'll get Zinjo situated here. That's going to be high priority. That'll give us a little bit of room to grow on the beavers as well. Because we've got... Zinjo just grew up too. Yeah. So he needs a spot. Wake up, buddy. Why don't we get some more logs? Someone go over here and build these other lumberjacks, guys. Okay, we've got B and Rangi who are going to do that. Man, everyone gets so thirsty so quickly. The balance at the beginning of the game seems to be, like, you have to be really careful. Be tenuous at best. I don't know why they're not going to get water. Probably should have had the water pumps built much, much sooner. We'll make this a little bit higher priority as well. This is almost done. And the inventor here is not even started. So 12 logs, 25 logs before we can start planting crops. This lodge will be done soon, though. Yeah, there it goes. Excellent. Okay, so now all of our beavers have space. They all have space to live. This is excellent. 3 unemployed beavers still. So we've got some work. Maybe I'll just throw another lumberjack flag down here. That'll get us closer. These are going to be running out as well, right? So Yashi, Sulin, and Yera. Yashi, Yera. I don't understand their language. And then we've got another few logs here. I'm not going to prioritize this, though. We've got our water going on right here. We need to get at least one inventor online, you guys. Oh, you know what? That's why. It's because I put the job. Well-being high score 3. Doesn't seem like a very high score. Still got lots of work to do. I'll toss another lumberjack flag down. And we still have 2 unemployed beavers, so 2 beavers that are not working. Those will be these lumberjack flags here. And I'll tell you what, they're going to run out of work really quickly here. Where are you taking this guy? Oh. Why am I making them walk all the way around there? That's really bad. Let's just complete this road, shall we? There we go. Yeah. Almost done. 2 more logs for the inventor. Oh, he brought all the logs. Glomer? I'm gonna say Glomer. Get to work. Okay. We've got our tank as well. I'm looking for just water. There we go. It's going to require some haulage. We're going to go ahead and plant some other crops here. Oops. I always do that for some reason. Do some sunflowers, and then we'll just make a nice little line of carrots here. And another pathway to make this... make it efficient, right? We got 2... oh, nice. 2 pumps. So that's going to help us with our water storage. You know, we'll do a pathway along here. We'll put some water storage up here as well. That should be more than enough. We'll use these 2x2s for some other type of building, right? I think that makes the most sense. It looks like they're starting on the efficient farmhouse. But we do have science coming in, which is great. So day 3 of cycle 1, we've got our science points coming in. This will be these are kind of lower priority, like this one here and this one here. I'd like to have 2, at least. But the other 2 can wait. It's going to be water. Water. Those might rocket up the priority list, depending on how things go. Gajudius has grown up as well. We definitely need to dam this thing off, though. This is so important. And we'll just throw something across here. Let's take a look at what we can do with that. So, we've got a dam, and we have a levee. Blocks off water completely. Yeah, this is what we need. And we're gonna do it along... Hey, high score of 4. That's a little better. It's too far from the district and cannot be reached. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 120 logs. Still a pretty tall order for our colony. Which is okay. We'll get there. This is, I think, the next thing that we want to get built. These are done. We have 1 unemployed beaver, but we'll have plenty more jobs once this guy gets taken care of, and I think it'll get taken care of today. Here we're in day 4. What is this? Oh, district view. Okay, so that's the different districts. Now, we have already unlocked the Iron Teeth. No, I guess we haven't. So, new patch, we haven't unlocked the Iron Teeth. That'll be something interesting to pursue. I think we're just going to let the game... We'll just naturally progress the game, though, and let the game give it to us when it's ready to. What is this down here? Is that a tunnel? This just goes back into... Oops. Into nowhere? Interesting. Oh, so that just gives you more, Is there a place that fall... Oh, the water falls down there. Okay. What are these things? Spews out bad water during a bad tide. Other buildings can be built on its top. Must be built on the ground. Okay. So this will just spit out bad water, which is just gonna go mess all over. Oh, that's terrible. We definitely have to mitigate this. Maybe we throw some levees in here to plug this hole up, and then try and divert it temporarily back over here. It's gonna take a bit of doing. We might actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we might want to consider putting a dam here then, and abandoning this at this point, because hopefully we'll have more sophistication here. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I did not see that, so that's a good thing to pay attention to. We've got some bad tide drains here. And I guess these are just going to spew out the red bad water. Right, it'd be nice if we could clean this water and just have this as regular water coming through. I don't know if that's possible. Hey, look at that. We've got crops coming in. Okay. Which means we can probably delete one of these guys. Or just pause him. You go work in the fields. They're getting the sunflowers, or one of them's getting the sunflowers. Gajudius is getting the sunflowers going. Awesome. And then we've got more logs coming out here. Okay. Now, we do have the lumber mill. It would be really nice to unlock the forester. We have 11 science, though. It would be nice... Yeah, we need to, like... Oh my gosh, there's so many different things. Spiral stairs are 350, and regular stairs are 70. So, we definitely want to get some stairs here, and we want to put a levee, or a dam right here. And then probably start building some... Yeah, I want to get this taken care of ASAP. Just so that we're ready for a bad tide, you know? It won't come early. There'll be a few droughts before that. But that's a goal right there, is to get this area secured off so that bad water isn't going to poison this entire valley. I'm all about not having that happen. So we pause this. There's really not that much left to do up here, so let's get rid of that. We got some water here. Okay, so they're on the way to building the lower priority stuff. So, yeah, we probably should look at what else we can get going here. And we want to build some dams. There we go. I don't know why I'm raising the priority on that. They might actually be able to do that without having stairs to go down there. But that's what we'll have for now. It's totally fine that you guys finish this one up. We're definitely going to need some water hauling to happen here as well. So, you know, maybe we build another lodge so we can expand a little bit. I don't want to grow too fast. I'm definitely concerned about growing too fast. But if we throw a couple of lodges down here, that's going to basically close enough to double our population. And we've got some carrots and we've got some sunflowers that are growing here. It's looking good, guys. We're starting to come around. We have 64 food, is what it looks like. Although we do have some hungry beavers, so they'll eat some more. We do want these buildings staffed. These are like high priority buildings to staff, guys. We got to get as much science as we can at the beginning of the game here. They're just kind of relaxing here. We got 3 buildings unstaffed. Yep. And do we clear all the trees out here? Okay, you can reach that one. You can also reach that. We can unmark this for tree cutting at this moment in time, I suppose. I guess you guys could go... These lumberjack flags could go after these guys, or these things down here, too. That's fine. I don't think it will go after the... I don't think they'll go after the trees, but... Or after the bushes, the berry bushes, but... We'll make sure that they don't. By just unmarking them. New beaver has been born. And we are starting day 5. Can unpause these two. Nah, we'll wait. We've already got kind of a We've got 6 vacancies and 11 beavers. There's no unemployment here. It looks like these guys are headed out over here to build this dam. Oh, nice. Excellent. Great job, guys. I guess when you build them off the beaten path, they just kind of walk wherever they want, don't they? Just hauling some water there. I know that's really inconvenient for the water haulers. It might be very inefficient, but we did go up here on our prioritized by haulers, and oh, it's a little guy. Once we get this dam going, that'll be I'll be a little bit less concerned. So when they haul water, how much do they haul? Let's see. Let's watch Sucre Grill here. I'm very interested. So, 13. Do they haul all of it out at once? That's the question. Yep. Carrying 7 water. Okay. Gotcha. So once they hit that 15 mark, they'll take 7 up here. I think we're water positive, but we'll see. 14 materials. Come on, guys, you can do it. You can definitely do it. There we go. Oh, interesting. So the water... Okay. It took it a minute to figure it out, but it's going to eddy around this thing until we get the next 20 logs. And this will actually give us a little bit more depth for our water pumps here, which is exactly what we want right now. And we have 30 science. We're looking for stairs first, so we're going to do that. We'll do stairs. And then over here in landscaping, we want to get the levee, which is solid, so that's 120, so that's 150 that we need to shoot for. I would really like to have the spiral stairs as well. Like, you want to unlock all of this stuff, obviously, but, you know, you can't do it all at once. These guys are just sitting here. We'll bring that up in priority. This is almost full, and hey, he dumped his water in there. Excellent. Okay. These guys will get created once the dam over here is complete. And what that will do is, actually, this should give us access across the river as well. You know? It's almost done. It'll take a little bit of time. Maybe not today. This should give us more than enough water to... Yeah, that should give us more than enough water if we dam that to live for quite a while. I need to get rid of this pathway. I don't like it. What do we have access to? Automation. So this was not in the version of the game that I played in early access. And so it looks like you have to... These are fairly pricey in terms of, you know, what it is that you can and can't build. So we do need to get some water, or power, water wheel and power wheel. Yep. We won't worry about metal for the moment. Let's demolish. No one uses that road anyways, right, guys? And we'll put in some more carrot here. This is 2x2. That's in room for another water pump. Then we don't really have room for another one here. So we'll just go along here until maybe this area. So we're just going to build out some more carrots along here. And then, I don't know. I didn't have a lot of luck with sunflowers in my first playthrough. So we're going to leave them as just that. Tomorrow they'll have more work to do. And we've got half of our beaver dam created here. That means all the water is rushing around. I should have made it so that you can go across here, but that's okay. Let's do another path. I don't know what we'll use that for, but we definitely need to get over there. And if I'm being 100% honest, we're not going to be able to... Oh, man. We're probably just going to have to put levees along this side here. So that that fills up. And then we'll do some levee direction that way. We really need to get our tree farm going. I think that's what this area is going to be since it's already trees. We'll leave most of this valley for plants. Actually, you know what? The tree farm might be better suited to be up here. Watch the indecision just happen in live, in real time. Still building this, okay. Yeah, okay. It's really appealing to have a tree farm over here, though. Let's go back to forestry. So we can build the lumber mill, but we don't have the forester unlocked. Oh, that's 30. Given that we need a reliable way to farm wood, I think this makes sense to unlock. We've got two of these bad boys sitting here. Maybe we can get another beaver on science just to kind of help push this number up a little bit. For the moment, though, I'm going to build another lumberjack flag, and we're going to drop him right here. And then we're going to get rid of this one. Because... keep clicking, no. I want to build another science building. I keep saying science building. It's an inventor, guys. That's what it's called. Okay, so these guys are digging away. We can drop down to 3 here. And the question is, do I spend the science? You know, like, do I spend the science on the forester to get... I think I do. $30 science points. And then... oh boy, here's what we're gonna do. Let's put another lumberjack flag in, guys. I swear I know what I'm doing. We're really short on logs still. But we need to get this forester set up. And we could put it here, 1, 2. And that's going to be, yeah, that priority, and that's done. So this is going to be highest priority. We've got one more inventor. This guy's almost done. One of them's in progress. Yeah, there he is. That's another lodge. 4 buildings unstaffed. Yes, I know. We don't have enough beavers. We're running low on food, too. So let's hit the play button on these guys. You have 6 vacancies. Yeah, these beavers, if you want a job, you've got it. You know? So once this is done, that's going to drop our demand, or like kind of emergency demand for logs down just a little bit. And I recognize like these are going up here and then they're taking the logs down here. Right? That's not a good thing, but oh, nobody's over here. We just don't have enough beavers. And we don't have enough food for those beavers either. Or at least that's the way that it feels. Look at all the water rushing through there. We're getting after it, guys. We're getting after it. We're building towards a few goals. Handling this bad tide drain is going to be important. And getting our forestry online is important. We've got enough food. I think this will be great once we get it going. Maybe we'll turn this into a potato field over here. You know? Look at that. The fluid mechanics in this game are really interesting to me. Water is high priority, guys. Make sure that that's taken care of. We're halfway there to that last little dam. You guys are just sitting there. I guess this stuff hasn't been, isn't ready to harvest just yet. 53%. 44%. Yeah. Got a big glut of food coming in there. Probably need to build some warehouses as well. Seems like we're doing okay on water with just the 2 pumps. I am a little concerned once we get these remaining 3 lodges built out. You know? Okay, so we can't build this because we don't have 7... We need 7 planks. Okay, so got to work through that as well. We'll probably have the dam finished tomorrow. And probably, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe a lumber mill down here temporarily. Because we can't build the forester, we got to build that lumber mill first. Everything, like, I know this game isn't supposed to be super hard. It's a colony sim, right? And you're supposed to be creative with what you have the beavers build and everything like that. And I'm really excited about that. But I am still, like, at the very beginning of the game, there's always this tenuous uncertainty about, you know, are we going to be all right? Are we prioritizing the right things right now? Everyone's headed to bed. We have 1 free bed, so we could get 1 more beaver. This is a long way off. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. We shall see. We're still in cycle 1, guys. I was kind of thinking that we would be able to get through a single cycle in a single episode, but I'm not ready for a drought. That's for sure. So, Maybe just hold off a little bit. Just hold off a little bit. Hang in there, beavers. Day 7 of cycle 1, and we're all getting out and getting to work. I want to make that potato field. Get these guys busy, you know? Yeah, build those potatoes. Berries really aren't that good for you anyways, guys. Keep those planters going, though. It's really important. We can build a grill after this, once we get some potatoes coming in, which will be really nice. Because beavers love grilled potatoes. Come to think of it, most people like grilled potatoes. Do you like grilled potatoes? I like grilled potatoes. As long as there's some seasoning on it, like onion and garlic and, you know, other fancy seasonings. Durante grew up. We still have one child and a free bed. It's going to be a while for this one here. Hey, but our dam is done. Oh, that's great news. That is great news. First dam is done. We can worry about getting another dam going down there a little bit later, but I want to deal with the bad tide first and foremost. Like, we're going to plaster this thing shut with levees. 52 science. And I think the next thing is to get our... Heck, it's going to be just to get this lumber mill online. And how big is this thing? That's almost the right place for it, isn't it? Just have it go along that. Along the edge. Basically trying to make this so that it's a, you know, a really nice pathway through here. This is going to be the next priority. And that thing needs power, so we'll put a water wheel. Can I put one there? Oh, 50 logs. I don't know if we're going to have enough logs for that. Not without finding it. Oh, maybe... No, you know what? We'll be fine. We're doing okay. Got some busy beavers over here. Plant some more potatoes. Make this a nice uniform field of potatoes, guys. You know? Here they come, rushing out of the farmhouse. Oh yeah, we can plant stuff there now. But yeah, I'm really excited to see how the rest of the game plays now that I've spent a little bit of time in the early access. This was a game that I was thinking about like really going hard on in early access, and I thought, you know, I'd just like to wait. It seems like it's close. Once I discovered it, I'd just like to wait and see kind of what the developers do. You know, what are they gonna throw in at the end to make it, you know, interesting and compelling. And so far, so good. I'm excited. We haven't really seen any of the new content, I don't think. But, you know, It'll be coming. There's a lot in the future of Birchbark Falls. Finish this up, guys. There we go. Well, we're going to leave our first episode of our Birchbark Falls Timberborn playthrough here as we watch the beavers finishing up their evening routine for day number 7. Thanks for joining me here in Birchbark Falls today. And as you go on about your day, don't forget to hit somebody with some kindness. And we'll see you next time.